There's actually no music change this episode.
Dear Chairman, I don't give a damn about your committee and its opinions of my work. Dear Chairman, I don't give a damn about your committee and its opinions of my work.
You know, as uncooperative as the director has been over the last 17, now 18 episodes, I totally respect his response to this episode. Like, the chairman has also been a bit of a dick. Even though that's his job, he's been hammering the director with question after question, and he doesn't seem to be able to grasp the concept that everything the director did was while they were at war. And sure, he did kind of kill several humans in the process, but that's not what he's going after the director for. He's mainly going after him for the abuse of the Alpha AI, which is technically the director himself. But I'll get into that can of worms when it's mentioned next episode.
That it is an undeniable, and may I say a fundamental quality of man, that when faced with extinction, every alternative is preferable.
Call back to episode 1. Also, you can see the meta on the roof here, even though chronologically he hasn't landed on the building yet. That happens in a minute or two. You can also see here that the door is open even though it's meant to be shut because the facility's on lockdown.
Alternative is preferable.
Over here! Get that door!
Once again, just like last episode, closing the door is done through pressing the switch and reversing the footage. However, it's a bit more impressive that they did this while the character is still running forward on screen. A pretty easy edit, but not as easy to make it look as seamless as they made it look.
What's the status up here?
Fucked up, about to die. Simmons is a nerd. Usual.
Oh, fucking got him!
Hey Simmons, can you get back on that computer and change my affiliation from Red to Freelancer?
Traitor.
Hey, you gotta go with the winner.
That's pretty ironic that Griff wants to go with the winner, judging how later these guys will end up defeating freelancers time after time after time.
Can you change my job title to something more important like astronaut? Oh, I know! Space Marine! What are you idiots doing? This computer has all of Command's records.
Okay, I'm really impressed with the camera work this episode. Because the map standoff doesn't let you actually close the main door, they had to do some impressive camera work to either have it blocked or stay out of frame. Once you notice it, you'll never unsee it.
It does? Records on everybody?
Yeah, theoretically. Nothing to see here.
Oh look! We can actually see what's on screen now. The message from the director says, "Hello, and welcome to the Terminal 84C High Security Data Access Point. Please remember, your mother does not work here. So be sure to clean up those heavy log files after periodic usage. And always keep in mind, encryption is a privilege, not a right. Happy data provisioning." Furthermore, you can also see that it wants you to enter the Control-Alt-Delete sequence to continue, and all the things you need to do to get started. There's a bunch of small Easter eggs here as Simmons goes through the files. Classified docs and dessert recipes, top secret conspiracy plans, Spartan Hotmail, confirming Spartans are real and part of Freelancer, a Photoshop file called Cortana Nude Fake 1.psd. There's also a frame of an old lolcats meme.
Didn't I tell you not to touch anything?
Yes, but you also told us to break stuff. This seemed like an excellent compromise.
All right, great. That's fantastic. Now I can't prove him wrong, and I don't get a paycheck. Fucking great.
I mean, I don't think you'd get a paycheck anyways, judging how you're an AI. Oh, and those who are going to say, but he thinks he's a ghost. What company is going to pay a ghost?
Thanks, guys.
And your side never existed, which means Red wins. Suck it, you non-existent losers.
Oh, nobody gives a fuck about that.
Sour grapes.
I'd be pretty sour too if I was deleted out of the database from where I worked. You know how much paperwork I would have to file after that?
No way, he's not a computer.
How can we be sure?
Maybe we should ask him something only a computer would know.
Like what?
What's 9 times 8?
72.
Oh my god, it's spreading. Because of the trauma he's been through, he's not going to be able to access most of his functions. He may not even realize his full potential.
Not living up to his potential. That means Griff's a computer too.
Was this a compliment from Sarge, saying Griff has a lot more potential than he can see? If so, then that has to be the nicest thing Sarge has ever said to Griff. Up to this point, that is.
It doesn't matter. We don't need him to believe. Until the next time we encounter the meta.
What the hell was that?
Come on, do you even need to ask?
Sarge is doing my job for me. How thoughtful.
Primary target has arrived. Engage! Engage!
The soldier shoots his gun before putting it up. I know it's a Halo 3 animation error, but still they could have avoided that by putting the gun up before shooting.
Meta? How do you get inside the compound?
I love this shot here. Just their heads poking through this tiny little window. It's just so funny to me.
Meta? How do you get inside the compound?
What do you mean how? It took us like 10 minutes.
Not that hard.
See? Why is it so easy to get into a secure facility?
Perfect. Perfect! He's been following us since I found Caboose.
This is one of the few shots that you can actually see the door in the background that's supposed to be open, but it's closed in this shot. They used a bridge to block the entire doorway, but because the bridge looks a little wonky with the lighting, they tried to keep the door out of the shot entirely.
Still have Epsilon? Yeah, of course. Good. Let's get it to safety. Then we can finish this. Once and for all.
The fuck's that supposed to mean? Christ, man, always with the cryptic one-liners.
Caboose, somehow I hate to ask this, but can you drive?
Yes, but not an automatic. Only stick.
Why can't you drive?
We're in a rush. Come back to it later.
You know, I actually made a short about this a few years ago. You should check it out. Hashtag shameless self-promotion.
You're not coming?
No. Church and I are staying. Project Freelancer had one last resort failsafe. A high-powered EMP that can wipe out all the AI in this facility.
So, like, he voluntold Church to stay, knowing he would die. That's kind of cold, no?
What's an EMP? It's an electromagnetic pulse. It wipes out all circuitry and computers it touches. It will destroy the AI.
Oh, you mean an imp?
Yeah, I was just about to say. Sounds like he's talking about an imp.
This is one of my favorite gags.
Put Epsilon in the car and let's get moving.
I'm leaving. I'm going with them.
What? Wash, I don't give a shit about any of this. I hate you. I hate the freelancers. I hate everything about you guys. This isn't my fight. It's yours.
It's your fight more than anyone else's.
I don't care what you say. No, it isn't.
I mean, he isn't wrong. Like, at all. I don't blame him for not wanting to go. It isn't Church's fight, it's the Alpha's. And at this point, Church isn't the Alpha anymore. He's the husk of what the Alpha once was. With all that personality gone, as well as all of his memories gone, he's basically just another fragment. He is, for all intents and purposes, Church. Church was just a blue in a canyon, and from his perspective, the addition of the freelancers is what messed that up for him. Church just wanted this all to be over with. Church was never tortured like Wash says. Church was never fragmented and harvested. The Alpha was. These are two different psyches. Church may have used to be the Alpha, but he isn't anymore. So I would agree with him in saying that this isn't his fight. He should just be able to go home. Unfortunately, we all know he doesn't make it out of this facility. The penultimate episode of Season 6. It's pretty good. The meta shows up for one final battle, it has those comedic beats you're looking for from Red vs. Blue, and some actual stakes are set up. If Church doesn't go, Wash can't take down Project Freelancer, and Church has the tough decision to make whether or not he's going to go with Wash to stop the meta. It's a cliffhanger episode, but it's a good one. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been amazing doing this series for you all, and I'm glad that I actually stuck with it. We have one last episode to go, so be ready for that. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, discuss in the comments, and like the video. Everything y'all do means the world to me. But anyways, enough of me rambling. I'm Spiral, and I'll talk to you all later.